Yes, I received 2 payments, one from High Priestess for 2 questions and Miriam for 1 question. Kira was first. She submitted her payment first. So let's go ahead and go with Kira for 2 questions first. And then from there, we're going to go with Miriam. So whenever you guys are ready, and by the way, don't forget to watch your 2025 video and also your January 2025 video, of course. Funny story, one of my ex-coworkers told me yesterday that my contract job wasn't supposed to end on the 31st. HR was out for the holidays and realized all the contractors were gone when they got back yesterday. They wanted to leave us hanging so bad they end up hanging themselves. They don't have the staff to do the work. So what does that mean? That it was a misunderstanding, that you guys weren't supposed to be let go, or just you particularly, you weren't supposed to let go? You weren't supposed to be let go. I don't understand. What? Interesting. So are they going to renew the contracts, or is it too late? What is that supposed to mean? Hi, Kira. You are first. So I'm reading your messages here. So what are they going to do now? Are they going to renew your contracts? Or are they going to just let y'all go? What's going to happen? No, I haven't heard about the renewal. It ended, but a coworker told me what's been happening. General for this month. Is that what you want? You want a general reading for this month? Or did you want to ask about what's going on? Whether you're going to get that new job. Hi, Luke. Thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Hi, Marissa. Thank you so much for coming in. So, Kira, what is your question for me? What did you want to start off as your first question? Marissa, don't forget to subscribe and also like the video if you haven't already. Hi, Marissa. We have a list right now. I'm kind of waiting for Miss High Priestess here to submit her questions. I think there might be a delay. So once we finish with her, next we have, I forgot your name, Miss Miriam. Miriam Espinosa will be next. Or sorry, Esparza. Sorry, Miriam Esparza will be next. And then after that, it would be you, Marissa. Okay. So right now I'm working with Kara, our High Priestess, waiting for her to put her questions down below. And then it would be Miriam, then you, Marissa. Just letting y'all know so you guys don't think that I'm just ignoring you guys. Didn't we already do a general for you for the month? Kara, I could have sworn we already did, but while you answer that question, let's go ahead and pull a card from the Sea Melodies by Jessica Lee. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull an oracle card for you. I actually don't have a second question. I will just save it for tomorrow. Okay, that is fine. All right, so we have right here, communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. Communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. And then for you, we're going to use the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot by Matt Hughes. I won't be here tomorrow because today is Friday, but I'll be here on Monday. Okay? I live stream Monday through Friday. So you can see me on Monday. If you have your question ready by Monday, we can do it on Monday. All right, so we have right here in the bottom of the deck as your overall theme, the Nine of Wands. And then we have for your reading 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, the Hermit, King of Cups in reverse, Judgment, the Empress, and the 5 of Wands. Interesting. I'm actually intrigued to see why you have the 10 of Cups here. Because the 10 of Cups is about happily ever after. But maybe that's what your theme is about. You are on the pursuit of happiness. You know? I think that's what it is. You're on the pursuit of happiness because why otherwise would you have the 7 of Wands? It's almost like it's saying right here, well, I'm pretty sure it's saying like you're in a place where you feel like sometimes you wonder if you're just taking the cowardly way out, or you could be wondering that in January, or if this is just a blessing in disguise and something just one step closer to that happiness. Then again, your challenge here is the 7 of Cups. So your obstacle here is that you have lots of options, lots of different directions to go. And it's so crazy because in the bottom of the Oracle deck, the C Melodies, the card is direction, trust your inner compass, and find your bearings. So yeah, this is all about your pursuit of happiness. You're in a place where you're wondering do you really have cold feet? Or is this more like a step closer to happily ever after? Because your challenge here is you have lots of options here, lots of different methods to get from one destination to the other destination. And maybe part of this has to do with communication, but at the same time, I get the feeling that communication is a big factor, and I get a feeling with the factor of the people closest to you, because maybe you hold back a lot due to the idea that the moment you speak up or you talk about things, it starts into fights. But that's going to stay behind. That idea of not speaking your truth because people around you are so unpredictable or so defensive or get on the defense. And it almost feels like you're not being authentic to yourself. But the thing is that I feel like what's really going to cause you to change all of that is a sense of betrayal of some kind. I think this betrayal might be with a mother figure. And if it's not a mother figure, it could be an older female sibling, if you have one. If not, like I said, mother figure, older woman. But nevertheless, I do see that you're going to separate. You're going to take some introspective time to yourself. And at the same time, it seems like you don't really trust the people around you in the sense of whether they have your best interest at heart or not. Sometimes you even wonder, and it's not to sound like dramatic or anything. But I do think you sometimes wonder. A lot of people around you, kind of the way they're viewing your situation from a third person point of view, the cards are telling me right here that with the Judgment card, they're seeing you as someone who's learning a lot of lessons, who's going through a lot of lessons right now. But your hopes, fears, and/or advice, you're worried about your sense of self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and that being affected by this process because you've worked so hard on feeling the way that you feel right now. But I'm seeing fights, I'm seeing arguments still, clashing with people. So be careful of that. But I do think that you're going to eventually put your distance. What is this betrayal with my mother? Exactly. Well, like I said, I believe it could be your mother. Yes, I do think it's mom. Now I confirmed. Yes, it's mom. So I'll see what this betrayal would be more along the lines of. I kind of got a little bit of a feeling of what it could be like, but it's kind of hard to articulate it. So I'm going to ask the cards to help me articulate it right now. It's their own best interest. That's why I've been trying to get out of here. Yeah, like I see that they don't have their best interest at heart. And like the cards are telling me, like, you know, like if there were times that you ever felt like you were being melodramatic about that idea or that suspicion of yours, you're not really. So I don't know if it's a thing where people around you have made you feel like you're just being melodramatic, or they're going to say that in January, or they have been saying that. But the cards are kind of just confirming, like, no, you're not being dramatic. So we have Queen of Wands again, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I'm very convinced that it is your mom. Seven of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups, Page of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Four of Pentacles, not Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands in reverse. And in the bottom of the deck, as your overall theme, we have the Lovers. So in reverse. It's almost like the cards are telling me it's more in the sense that she just intends on being a horrible person to you. Like, I get Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords right next to her, and the feeling that I got with those two cards was fight fire with fire, and that being in the position of the relationship status, and then having Queen of Swords in her thoughts. I just got the feeling of like her premeditating and intentionally purposefully wanting to be difficult and toxic and abrasive, passive aggressive, provoking, But in her emotions, we have Seven of Cups. Let me see what the Seven of Cups is talking about. She's got mixed feelings about you coming and leaving. I'm sorry, but my cards are telling me my mom has caused me a great deal of misfortune, and she is only worried about what benefits her all the time. You are spot on. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. The cards are telling me that she has no faith in you. I hate saying these things. Goodness gracious. Today and yesterday are just going to be really bad days, huh? I felt like I almost made someone cry yesterday with the shit I had to say in his reading, but I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? And I'm sorry about how it comes out. I told her I was finding my own place. She was like, there's no need to find a place if it's too expensive. I was like, no, I'm gonna still find my own place. See, I only think she says things like that because it's not that she wants you around. I feel like she says things like that because she feels like you're just going to return. And I remember saying something along those lines about if you left to Las Vegas, like I just saw that she wasn't even going to take it seriously, and she kind of saw it as like, oh, she's going to fail and she's going to come back home. Just watch. Like I see her thinking that way. She might not say it to you, but I saw her thinking that way when we did that reading a few nights ago. But from what I'm seeing here too, I'm kind of seeing around along the same lines about she has no faith in you. She really just thinks that you're going to end up coming back. Yeah, like I just see her just doing. She is going to be toxic. And I feel like it's almost like she says those things, but I feel like she's going to act toxic to push you away. But then she's going to be saying into your face, like, you don't need to go, blah, blah, blah. But then she acts completely difficult and provoking and abrasive towards you. And it's like, okay, you tell me not to leave, but it's like, but then you act this way, like if you don't even want me here. That's what I'm seeing right here in the cards. Yeah, like I just see her thinking that way. Like she just doesn't even believe in you. She just doesn't have any faith in you. And once you move out again, like I just see her thinking to herself, like she's gonna come back. Like I just see her thinking that way. And even if you did, I mean, in this day and age, it's really hard for anyone to move out right now. I know people who are in their fucking 40s and still live with their fucking parents, you know? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. She just always has something negative to throw at me, like she has no support of me at all. All right, so one card flew out while I was picking out your cards, and I got the Empress. And then for your spread, we have right here Page of Wands in reverse, the Hermit, Strength, Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, and also the King of Swords. I got a definite yes. Definite yes, particularly with the friends. I asked particularly about the friends, and I got yes, they just don't say anything. As a matter of fact, a lot of them kind of have mixed feelings about it, and they also have mixed feelings about not saying anything, but I think they're just kind of, it's just one of those situations where it's like, it's not my house, whatever, it's not my family, it's not my business kind of deal, turn the other cheek. Hi, Christina. We only have just a couple of people left on the list. I'm still working with Kiara, though. We have one more question with Kiara. Then I believe it's Miriam. Then it's Marissa, I believe. Let me see. We have Miriam, Marissa, And then, of course, if you want to do a reading, you would be after Marissa. Okay? To be honest with you, I think it would be a bit of a challenge to be able to move out on your own in 2025. I would say roommates would be a much better situation, although I do think there are going to be problems with that. There are going to be issues with that. So, I mean, everyone's going to have issues with growing pains, getting along with new people and adjusting to other people's customs, of course. You know, that's nothing new, so don't be worried about that. But I mean, if you decide to do more of a roommate situation, that is possible in 2025. Yes, I had roommates before. That's why I moved back with my mom. Yeah. You don't have to move back with your mom. You know, just find other set of roommates, right? So if worst case scenario doesn't work out, which I feel like your first set of roommates won't work out, maybe for a couple, who knows, but at least for the first ones, the first set of roommates you might encounter, don't expect to be with them like forever. All right, High Priestess, do you have any other questions for me? You are more than welcome to submit another payment, of course. Go for it. Whenever you're ready, Kira, go ahead and submit your question. Okay, so basically, when it comes to Chase, they're saying that they won't work with you until they have your 2023 taxes, which you don't have because you never applied for them. So, what is exactly your question? Any new job coming in until I completely get my business off the ground. So I'm going to see a new job in 2025. I think I answered this question already. Seven of Pentacles, you're not happy where you are. You kind of feel like you've worked so hard and you're getting really little results. All right, so 2 cards flew out while I was picking out your 6 cards. It was Death and 3 of Wands. Those were the cards that flew out. In the bottom of the deck, as your overall theme, you have Page of Swords. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have for your reading. We have 5 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords, and also the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I do think you will find a job in 2025. I got a definite yes. I do think it will be a job in Pennsylvania. Okay. Yes, I do think so. I do think you will find a job in 2025. Any other questions for me, Kira? All right, Kara, well, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the live stream if you haven't already. I'll see you again on Monday. Alrighty, so next we have Miriam Esparza. Whenever you're ready, Miriam, let me know what your sun sign is along with your questions. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick out an oracle card for you from the Sea Melodies by Jessica Lee. Well, I only wanted to pull 1, but 2 wanted to come out, and they insisted on coming out. So one of them is Journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. Journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. And then for your next question, ambition. Set your sights beyond the horizon. Okay, so we'll see in a little bit what those cards are trying to say for you. And let's go ahead and see. You're a Cancer. Jordan is a Virgo. You want to know if there will be a conversation about a possible reconciliation in the coming week. Okay, so let's see if there will be a conversation about it in the coming week. Or do you want to know just flat out if there will be reconciliation? Because this will be if there will be a conversation about it, but it won't guarantee anything. and it's just going to tell you yes or no. So it's up to you. Okay, so let's see if there will be some reconciliation anytime between now and the next 10 days. I'm going to ask that. If anytime between now and the next 10 days, would there be any reconciliation? Hi, Shay. Thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget to like the live stream. Hi, Shay. Thank you so much for your payment. And Max, thank you so much for your payment as well. Good evening, guys. Thank you so much for coming in, all of you. All right, so 2 cards flew out. We have Page of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups in reverse. In the bottom of the deck for you, we have the High Priestess in reverse, and then we have right here Page of Cups, 4 of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse, and the 4 of Wands. To be honest with you, I don't think you guys will ever at all reconcile. And it's going to make you feel like if there is somebody else or not. It's going to make you feel that way. Yeah. We might, and if we feel tempted to want to ask those questions, I mean, let's minimize that. That could be a problem, okay? So if you're someone who constantly or who in the past constantly questioned their fidelity or, you know, or their true devotion towards you, let's minimize that. How about let's stop doing it? I see that being a problem. Or if it's a thing where you're tempted to want to start doing it, let's not do it. Okay, I see that being a problem. But honestly, from what the cards are telling me, nevertheless, I don't see reconciliation. I don't. Okay. So, do you have any other questions for me, Miriam? All right, so we have right here in the bottom of the deck as the overall theme, the Eight of Pentacles. And then for your spread, well, 2 cards flew out, and we have the Empress with the Fool in reverse. So we have 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, Knight of Swords, and 4 of Pentacles. I don't think so. I do not think so. The cards keep telling me that if only you would focus elsewhere. I see you having what you want as far as relationships and in love. I see the home. I see financial stability. A monogamous partner. If only you would focus elsewhere. The cards are telling me you will find love elsewhere. And the cards are also saying that you'll have it all. You know, you'll get pretty lucky. I see financial stability along with love. And if you want a family, I see the possibility of that too, because it was 10 of Pentacles. I don't usually say that all the time because not everyone wants kids, but at least that card does guarantee at least love and stability. And for those who want children and a family. All right, Miriam, do you have any other questions for me tonight? Thank you, Miriam. Don't forget to like the live stream. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you. And subscribe if you haven't already. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next person, Marissa. Marissa, are you still here? Marissa, are you still here? Marissa Smith, you are next. All right. I don't think Marissa is here, but let's go straight to Christina Gomez. Christina Gomez, are you here? People are falling asleep on me tonight. All right, Christina Gomez, remind me what your zodiac sign is, and also what is your question for me? How are you tonight? Been a while you haven't been here. So you want to know if he basically moved on already. Is that correct? So I'm going to go ahead and start off with an oracle card from the Sea Melodies by Jessica Lee. So let's go ahead and see what she has to say for you first. All right, Marissa, I'm already helping Christina over here. Once I finish with Christina, I will proceed with you. All right, so we have self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. Self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. All right, so we have right here Seven of Swords in reverse, and the one card that flew out. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Fountain in reverse, which is a card that was added by the author of the Fountain Tarot. We are using the Fountain Tarot for you, by the way. Okay, so to answer your question, yes, I do think this person has I do think he's moved on, and he will continue to move on. He does miss you. He does, and he still will think about you from time to time. But with the World card as the challenge, yeah, I do think it sucks, but yeah, I do think so. I think he's already has accepted it. I feel like he's accepted it. Although he's still going to be thinking about you. You're still going to be crushing his thoughts. And yeah, but he's accepted it. So, Christina, do you have any other questions for me tonight? Hi, J-Ram. How are you tonight? All right, so one card flew out. It was the Two of Wands. And then for your spread, you have, or in the bottom of the deck, sorry, in the bottom of the deck, you have the Star. So that's amazing. And we have the Fountain in reverse, Four of Wands, the Chariot, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups in reverse, and Six of Cups in reverse. So the way I ask the cards is, would you be making more money this month than you did in the previous month? And the feeling that I got is it's going to be just about the same. But with the Star card right here and the Two of Wands, you know that you are worthy of more and you are very hopeful about the future. And with the Star card, there is lots of reason for hope and optimism in this situation. So, yeah, I think it's going to be just about the same that you made in the previous month, but I think you're hopeful. You know, you deserve more, and it starts there, right? So, Christina, do you have any other questions for me tonight? Thank you, Christina. Hope to see you soon. Don't forget to like the live stream. See you on Monday. Okay, so Marissa, are you still here, Marissa? Marissa, whenever you're ready, let me know what your zodiac sign is. All right, Marissa, you are a Gemini, and what is your question for me tonight? All right, Kara, I'll write you down. No worries about that. All right, so you want a general reading for Monday. So we have right here, we're going to start off with the oracle cards right here. Marissa, can you let me know, what is your relationship status? Are you single and looking, married, in a relationship, in a situationship? What is your relationship status? All right, so the oracle card I picked out for you, and once again, this is The Sea Melodies by Jessica Lee. So let's go ahead and see. We have dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. Okay, keep looking. You haven't found the best of the best out there just yet. That's what I feel. You haven't dated the best of the best yet. You haven't had that princess treatment yet. And even if you think you have, I'm sure there's a man out there that could do better. Believe me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and read with the Rider-Waite. You're in a phase in your life right now where, and this is going to continue to be a focus for you in January 2025, I see there's this focus of like, I deserve better. I know what I deserve. I know my own worth kind of deal. And I feel like that's going to be a continued theme for you, because for a while you have thought a lot about the past and possibly even revisiting it. Either you did revisit it in the future, or this could be talking about how there were temptations of reaching out for it, but we didn't. Or about reaching out to someone, or about wanting to reconcile with someone in the past, but now the theme is, I deserve more. I know what I'm worth, and you will find love. I do think that you will find love. I do think that you will be happy. I think right now, though, I get this feeling almost either you feel like you're not able to manifest it, or you're just not in a place in your life where you want something serious. You either just want something casual, or you feel like that's all you attract, people who only want something casual. Money is going to be really good in 2025. Just in general, I do think money is going to be very good in 2025. And I feel like this idea about your worth, I don't think it will just only apply with the people you date. I feel like moving forward, I feel like this is about friends, about family. And I do see you will let go of people this year. Don't feel bad about it, though, especially even if it's about family. It is telling me right here, the more you let go of the toxic people around you in general, you'll notice that your healing will be accelerated. And with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I almost saw like letting go of pain, letting go of hurt. And you're going to even realize after you let go of all these people how much pain you really had, and how much hurt, and how much disappointment, and all these tragedies. I think you will fully come to that realization once you really let go of all of these toxic individuals in your life. You won't come to that full realization until then. I think there's some acknowledgement about that, but full acknowledgement, not until you let all of them go. And you're going to be like, wow, like, you know, I forgave these people. I was still friends with them, or I was still, you know, associated with them, or hanging out with them, or still in a relationship with this person, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. The only person you could think of that does that is baby daddy. Okay. But that's what I see. You don't talk to anyone else. Only baby daddy. That's not a good thing. Okay. All right, Marissa, do you have any other questions for me tonight? All right, thank you, Marissa. Don't forget to like the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again on Monday. No worries, of course. My pleasure. All righty, Max is next. Hi, Max. How are you doing today, Taco? Tired. I think the only reason why I'm awake is because I had 2 espresso shots on my coffee today. So I think that's the only reason why I seem a bit flat and unenthusiastic than ever before. So I'm trying. I am just not letting my tired body rest, because I'm really determined to finishing all of these edits on these January videos. It's already the 3rd, so I want them out for you guys already. Eating chocolate, you're passing out after this. Lucky you. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and ask your first question. I'll be back. I need to grab a charger, actually. Damn it. Hi, Shay. Yes, I received your payment. You are going to be next after Max, okay? So right now I have Max, then I have Shay, then I have G-Ram after that, and then Kira. Kira is going to be after that as well, okay? Unless G-Ram, if you're falling asleep, that's up to you. I know it's super late over there. But yes, right now I have Max, then I have Shay, then I have G-Ram after that, and then I have Kira after that. Okay, so we have right here The Same Melodies by Jessica Lee. I forgot to put my microphone there. All right, so we have stillness and calm waters, everything becomes clear. Meditation, stillness. I feel like every time I see this card, this is always reminding you about stillness. And then yesterday you had a card that sounded very druidic, very pagan, an oracle card. So I think this is all about connecting with nature, but I don't think it's only about just solidifying the results that you want to see and hoping for a better solution to things. I think it's also for your peace of mind, maybe just connecting more to your spirituality and hanging on to that. You should read the Gita. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the Tiny Tarot for you. I'm going to put them here in my basket. I'm going to pick out your cards. So I'm going to go ahead and do a relationship spread to see how things are now that I'm guessing you guys had more conversations. How are things right now that you guys have talked about things? Yeah, we're gonna see if it helped change that in any way. Like, what, like, do we see her still doing that in the future? Gosh, Three of Swords in reverse flew out. Hopefully it's just a card that just flew out. So, Ten of Wands, first card. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands. Do see she wants to talk about things some more. Two of Cups. You really feel like she's your soulmate. Nine of Cups in reverse in her emotions. Okay. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Wands. Eight of Cups and Two of Wands. Well, from what the cards are telling me here, I'm going to pick one more actually. Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so I do feel like this whole ordeal has been quite burdening. Okay, it has been quite burdening. It's a huge load on your back. And the whole theme here is about regrets and pain, agony, sadness, depression. Right? I do think she wants to talk more about these things. And I do think she's contemplating on whether or not she is going to talk about certain things that she has in mind. The cards are telling me that she kind of wants to start over on a clean slate. It seems like she is also feeling as if this relationship is kind of headed towards a dead end. I think she's starting to feel that too. And the cards are telling me right here that she wants to start over on a clean slate. And she wants to talk about this because it's almost like she feels like this relationship is headed towards there, and she feels like we need to start over. Like, we need to start off on a clean slate. We need to have a fresh start of some kind. Then something needs to happen. But it seems like more along the lines of starting over, starting off on a clean slate. And she's contemplating whether she wants to talk about this or not. Now, we do have the Nine of Cups in reverse in her emotions. Now, it's not a super bad card. Well, it's not even a bad card at all. But where Nine of Cups, when it's upright, it's basically talking about how the person right in front of them sees them as the one, right? When we see the Nine of Cups, you are the one, you check off all of the boxes, right? But when it's in reverse, you only check off 99% or 95% of the boxes, which again is still a good thing. Okay, you check off most of the boxes, okay, 99% of the boxes. But sometimes when this card comes out, these people tend to make an elephant out of a fly. Okay, they tend to make a big deal when they don't have the full package. And with the Sun card in reverse, It's because also, I think part of it is because she likes special treatment with the Sun card in reverse. Part of her does want a break. Part of her kind of does want a little bit of a break, but she is afraid of it. She is afraid of it. And I think she's even afraid of mentioning it, of talking about it. But she is afraid of separating from you, honestly. Yep, hungry ego, special treatments. Yeah. When I see the Sun card in reverse, it talks to me about especially that princess treatment, literally kissing the floor you walk on, and when people don't have that kind of attention, when people who are represented by the Sun card in reverse, as far as like their love language in a love reading, when I see that tells me, yeah, like this person expects the other person to worship them. This person expects the other to give them that special treatment. Yeah, she's afraid of it, but also wants a few weeks. Yeah, like I see her, she wants it, but I feel like she's afraid of it. I feel like she's just afraid that if she does do it, that you guys won't come back together. That's what I see her fear as. Like she's just afraid that if you guys take a break, that you guys just won't come back together. She's afraid of that. Leo moon ruled by the sun. Okay, I was going to say, does she have any Leo placements? That's what I was going to ask next, actually. But Sag with Leo moon, oof. Lots and lots and lots of interesting placements there. Yeah, the sun in reverse, exactly. Yeah, when I see the sun in reverse, usually people have like Leo placements. So... but someone who expects that special treatment, that princess treatment, and I feel like because she's not getting that, or at least not getting it anymore, if you used to give it to her, I'm not sure. I mean, you did mention about pampering her before, and now she has to get a job. But I feel like that's what she expects, and that's what she wants from a person. And that's probably what she's not getting here. What else would she like? What else would she like to see? You guys talked about that today. Her special treatment, wanting that special treatment. Let's see if there's anything else. But yeah, even with the Page of Wands, there's more. There's more she wants to talk about. I feel like I got the Hierophant, but the feeling that I got from this is that if you are the one that's initiating, like going solo, traveling solo, if you were the one that started initiating that, yeah, the Leo moon ego stuff, and but her, yeah, and that's another thing, like that makes sense. Like if she's been resentful and she's been kind of doing this tit for tat thing, that's totally Leo moon thing, and until she actually matures, you're going to continue to see that kind of crap. I got a butthurt dad and a butthurt wife. You're surrounded by sore booties. Tit for tat, yes. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like this Tom and Jerry shit between the both of you sometimes. And trying to flip these cards so I can pull some more. But with the Hierophant card, the feeling that I got with the Hierophant card, I think if you were the one that have been the one to either to start initiating going solo or having a bit of some time alone, I feel like she almost takes that as betrayal of your wedding vows. with the Hierophant, I took it, yeah, it's been you. The feeling that I got with that, it's almost like she's kind of taking, yeah, you've been the one initiating, or at least started in the talking about that more. I feel like she kind of just sees it as betrayal, even though now, like, she's more okay with the idea, even though she fears it and she kind of wants it too, although she's scared of it. The cards are telling me that you initiating it, she kind of, yeah, she talked about her feelings of betrayal. Yeah, like, I just see her, you initiating that in itself. She takes it as like betrayal of your wedding vows. Like she's taking it as like you're giving up on her. Then again, remember, I did say that, like, and this is possibly the feeling that she had before when you guys separated previously, and she did this before. But that was the feeling that I got with that Hierophant card. I'm going to see if there's anything else, whether she's mentioned this or not. Yeah. She just feels like you sometimes, when you get afraid, you get guarded. And she kind of just tells herself, like, like, the way I see her thinking is like, as it is, I'm horrible at talking about things, and then you're gonna get guarded. Like, I just see her thinking that way, Even though I offer polygraph results upon returning. No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that well, let's see, who knows? Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm actually wrong. Actually, she would be I think if you go solo, she would suspect that you would actually be unfaithful. Yeah, she would suspect that you would do it. And because it's the Six of Wands, I think she's going to be worried that you're going to like it and you're going to fall in love with someone else and you're going to move on and just forget about her. I think she's just worried about you finding someone else. Not just the infidelity part of you liking it, enjoying the other person, so much so that you'd be okay with leaving her behind. Some people are really good at passing those things, It's all based on science. Like, if you can really, like, believe your own lies, you'll easily pass that test. So you can be delusional as fuck, be fucking schizophrenic, and you'd pass that test. And if she's someone that watches true crime, like the way I do, well, used to, because that stuff got a little traumatizing for me after a while, she knows this stuff then, which I'm sure any woman does. Believe me, I'm into my crime shows, okay? I'm all into watching about murderers and con artists and fucking sociopaths. No, tons about them, believe me. Alrighty, so any other questions for me, Max? But yes, from what I saw right there, I did a relationship spread. I did see, like, well, to answer that the next question, basically that follow-up question, actually, to see, well, do we see the infidelity changing? Do we, as of right now, how we left things as far as, like, your conversations and stuff, do we still see her, taking those actions in the future, in February or anytime, or just ever in the future? Do we see her ever being unfaithful again, with how things were left off as of right now? Okay, so we have the Hermit, Temperance, Six of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's a 50-50 chance. Leaning towards a no. But I do still see a separation anyway. But because I have Six of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, Six of Pentacles, which was another card that I got in a previous live stream for you, for the both of you, relating these questions. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you guys will reconcile. Like, I really do think that you guys will reconcile. Like, I do think you guys will move forward with the separation too. So you'll get what you want. So just keep talking. Keep trying to mend things forward. As far as like the infidelity goes, right now it seems like it's a 50-50 chance leaning towards a no. And I do see you guys I do think that changed, but you guys will reconcile. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Or are you just happy that you heard what you heard? I'm kidding. It's like, I'm in the house. How do you know I'm not in the house? How do you not know I astral projected there? And I'm just kidding. I don't even know how to do astral projection. I've tried doing that so many times. I just haven't been able to do that. So eerily accurate. Hey, Silva method. That's all you got to do. About more details than you know. That's tarot cards, man. It bamboozles me when there are people out there. I'm not saying there's anybody in this room that feels this way, but, you know, when I come across people in my personal life who are just like, don't believe in it, I'm just like, you guys don't even know. You guys are not even here with me every day. Then you'll know. Woo! You guys should come and visit me. All of y'all should come and visit me at a psychic fair in 2025. I'm going to start announcing them soon. Alrighty, so your third question, you wanted to know, will XRP ever go back around $2 again, or should I just go ahead and buy the rest as soon as possible? So let's go ahead and see first a yes or no, a spread, tarot spread. Do we see it going back to $2 ever? It is called the Tiny Tarot, and it fits inside this little locket, and it comes like in this little keychain thing. You can carry it with you everywhere. I like to take this with me when I'm traveling. That's probably the only deck I'll take when I'm traveling sometimes. Okay, will it go back to $2 ever? Yes, actually, it could even happen in 2025, where you see it going back down to $2. Yes. You could even see it go under $2 for a second as well. It could even go under $2 for a little bit. and it can happen in 2025. Okay. Any other questions for me, Taco? In XRP specifically? It's almost 250 now. Should you invest 10K more? I actually got a yes. I actually got a yes. Be careful though. I do think like your solo travels might distract you from investing, or this could be a thing where it preoccupies your mind so much that you forget to invest. So be careful of that. Don't let your personal life make you forget what you're trying to do over here. Okay? But the card said yes. I got a yes. And as a matter of fact, as your outcome, you got the Emperor. So I think you know what that means, basically. That is the epitome of the established man. You know? So, an established man. So. Possibly, I'm not sure, but remember, I did see this stuff going at least to the tens of millions. Any other questions for me, Max? Imagine, that would be great. You're very welcome. You'll hook me up with what? What are you going to hook me up with? Let me know. Thank you. Good night. Have fun. Okay, so next, okay, we finished off with Max here. We have Shay. Shay, whenever you're ready, I know you're a Scorpio, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and let me know what your questions are. was wondering about Elsa, the Taurus. On New Year's Eve, she liked one of my old Instagram highlights. It was a selfie, meaning she was scrolling through my profile. My question is, what were her intentions when she stalked my social media? We had a short-lived situationship in the past, by the way. Okay. All right, so we have right here, choose wisely, be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Okay, be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Be selective with the people that you have around you. That's what the cards are telling me. Be selective of yourself, your energy, your time. Okay, be picky. It's okay to be picky, to be selfish of your time. You know, your time is precious. Your presence is precious. But I almost get this as a general feeling, a general advice, not just with Elsa the Taurus. So let's go ahead and see what was up with that, with her stalking you. What was all about? Well, what was all of that about? It almost feels like, well, for her, she almost feels like you kind of left her in the dark. Even if she was the one that walked away, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who walked away here, but it's telling me here that she feels like she was almost left in the dark. Like you became a mystery after your situationship. And I would not entertain this. I think she has really bad intentions. I do think she wants to fight. She wants to confront the situation. Like I almost see that she wants to do something to hurt you or to get back at you in some way. I have 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords with Judgment on her side, Elsa's side. And at the same time, it's not like she's going to stick around anyway. Like, I feel like not only is she just going to be a horrible person, like, she's just not going to be consistent with you. She's not going to be in your life consistently. She will always keep you at arm's length. She would never let you in too close. And I think that would be part of the punishment. Like, I think that would just drive you crazy. You'd be like, okay, like, why are you acting so weird? Like, I just want to get to know you more or whatever. Alrighty, I just received your payment, Shay. Any other questions? It could be part of the punishment. That was the first thing that came to my mind too. Let's go ahead and see. Maybe she's just doing these things because then again, we did mention something about keeping you at arm's length, being distant, never letting you in too close. So let's go ahead and see. What's the deal about not replying to your messages? She'll like talk to you, she'll initiate conversation, you'll respond, but then she leaves it at that. What's up with that? Okay, let's see. I think for her, it's because of the fact that you weren't the one that made the first move. I think it just pisses her off, the idea that she was the one that had to come to you, initiate contact, and it's like, hello, I'm here. And then when she finally got your attention, like, oh, okay, you're there. How are you? And she's just like, well, fuck you, Shay. You know, she just doesn't respond. That's her version of like F you, Shay, you know. So it's really for that reason. Like, she doesn't intend for this to go anywhere. She's just really just wanting this to go in circles, drive you nuts with the sun in reverse, hungry ego, someone here who's looking for princess treatment, or just someone who's just looking to stir the pot, someone who's bored, you know. Would this be part of that punishment we talked about? No, I feel like the punishment part is whenever you guys do talk, what we mentioned before is, you know, confrontations or kind of her, it's other stuff that you will be seeing if you guys continue interacting. Then again, remember the oracle card we pulled for you. Okay, be discerning. You expect her to act older. Hey, age is just a number. Believe me. Yeah, but it's the fact that you never came to look for her. You know? So are you related to her by marriage of some kind or what? So by marriage, basically. You're not blood related. You're just related to her by marriage because your step-grandmother is related, you know, married to your grandfather, I'm assuming. So you're not related to this person. Look at you. Look at you. Hitting on the grandmas. So I went ahead and I asked the cards to see if, if maybe the idea that she's kind of sort of related to you, does that bother her? Does that, cause some hesitancy in her way? I got a yes. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't want her attention with you. How would it be the next time you guys see each other? I feel like she's going to have somebody else. I don't know if she's going to bring this person around or if she's going to be talking about this other person. But I feel like whenever you do see her again, I think in a way you're going to... I do think she is going to realize that she still has a thing for you. I do think that in the past, this person, Elsa, did have feelings for you, to be honest with you. And I think she never forgot that with the King of Cups and the 10, with the King of Cups and the Death in reverse, representing her thoughts and her emotions. I don't think she's really gone over you. And she's also at the same time thinking that you haven't gotten over her. But I think during that time, whenever you do see her in person, I just see you kind of being like annoyed by her. I don't know if it's because she's already going to be like acting a little irritating before you see her in person. But I just see you kind of just like irritated and you're just like annoyed and you're just like, ugh. But I just see her thinking to herself that you still care. She still cares too. And she's going to realize that she hasn't let it go. All righty. Makes sense. Like, because I saw like you were just going to be like, ugh, how annoying, you know? Any other questions for me, Shay? Or trying to get your attention, for sure. But that's about it. Thank you so much for answering my questions tonight. You're welcome, Shay. Don't forget to like the live stream. I'll see you on Monday. All right, so G-Ram, are you still here? Kiara, are you still here? G-Ram, are you still here? Well, I did say it was because, in a way, she kind of wants to push you out. She wants to push you out. There was something that I saw in the cards. That I've hesitated to say. And I even did this yesterday. But then my client Max over here, Taco, pulled it out of me. I don't know if I should say it. It sounds so horrible. Don't shoot the messenger, all right? Don't shoot the messenger, all right? But okay, yeah, you need to know this. All right. All right. There's a reason why it came out anyway. So what I saw earlier in the cards that I didn't mention was basically, and I'm sorry for doing this, but basically the cards are telling me I don't think she has the same affection that she does for your brother, or if you have other siblings other than your brother, then for your other siblings. I just don't see her having that maternal feeling for you. I just don't see it. And it's something that she knows. It's something she's aware of. She chooses to be difficult, or she's going to choose to be difficult because she does want you to leave, regardless or despite what she is saying. But she wants you gone for good. The thing is that she feels like if you leave, she just feels like you'll end up coming back. She just has no faith in you. All right. So I see, maternal feeling for you. I just see the same affection that she has for her other children, or if it's just you and your brother for your brother, than she does for you. Honestly, from what I see is that she's probably even fallen out of love. I don't think she loves her child. I don't think she does. I'm even shameful of saying it, to be honest with you, because I'm a little bamboozled of saying it. And see my hesitancy here? Like, I'm so bamboozled. What sign is your mother? Okay, she's a Sagittarius, but why though? I've noticed that about Sagittariuses, like they tend to just like give up on their kids and shit. Like I've noticed that. I've seen it happen a lot. Like and I think part of it is like lack of commitment, and also if you're the type of person that keeps people accountable of shit, they don't like to do that. That's the least sign that they like that. And so if you were someone that growing up, you always tried keeping her accountable for her bullshit, probably doesn't like you for that either. But yeah, from what I saw is that, I'm sorry, but she doesn't love her child. I don't see her having that motherly love for you. I really don't see it. And the cards tell me she's very well aware of that. She's very well aware that, her, the mother, doesn't love her baby. Why? Well, I gave you some of my suspicions, but let's see what the cards say. Why? Why does a mama love her kin? Yeah, you keep her accountable. You keep her accountable certain things. You confront her, and she's just not really good with confrontation or taking accountability. You were also someone who always took a leap of faith at things, and she was never that kind of person, and I think it's part of that too. She always saw you as someone who always took a leap of faith with things, and she was just never that kind of person. I do see that she sees you as someone to be very transparent and open, which in a way she kind of feels like that's kind of like the gateway to a lot of arguments, and I put that in quotes. It's almost like she's blaming you for arguments or fights. My other brother doesn't tolerate her at all. He wants to move away as well. Well, I don't know how she feels about your brother, but point is that from what I hear, from what I saw here, is that I don't see mom love for you. Yeah, and I do see that other people don't. Other people don't. And if it weren't for you, like if you wouldn't have existed, other people, there would have not been anyone else. And from what the cards are telling me right here as well, yeah, like I think she was always just a person who was never really the kind to take a leap of faith or to really believe in pipe dreams or to really take risks or sacrifices. And I think instead of like learning from you about that or concerning that, and I think that's something you might continue to teach her about when it comes to you starting your business, because I'm going to continue pushing you on that. She's going to continue to see that you're winning, and you're winning. You know, from experience myself, having a Sagittarius parent who didn't believe in my tarot readings, look at where I am now 10 years later, you know? I can tell you myself, growing up with a Sagittarius parent who didn't believe in my business, didn't believe in my vision, even though I did all the Silva method training, I got my vision, you know. And I kept fighting for my dream, and I keep proving my point that, you know, if only he believed in himself. And that's something I feel like I'm teaching my dad too, if you want me to be honest. That's something I feel like I'm teaching my own father. And I think it's a lesson for Sag, even though, you know, Sag, it should be a sign that, you know, should be abundantly lucky, right? But can I see that? Hi, McLaurel17 or Mr. Laurel17. If you want a reading, you can. All you have to do is submit your payment either through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. So if you have Cash App, it's $ Mermaid Oracle 1. Then we have Venmo, Mermaid Oracle, or at Mermaid Oracle. It's not the $, and it doesn't have a number 1 like the Cash App one. Or if you prefer PayPal, my PayPal is completely different than from the other ones. It's the at Yvonne Rivas Tarot. Now my name is with an I, not with a Y. So yeah. You can submit, it is $5 per question. You can submit for as many questions as you want. So if you have like 4 questions, submit $20, you know? So if you have only one, then submit only for one, okay? So she doesn't treat us the same, but that's okay. I've been dealing with this for years. I had to learn to love myself. That's why I relocated twice. I lived in New York City and another time in Maryland. Me taking those risks allowed me to discover myself and love myself and my flaws and all. It's okay, I accepted it, but I never understood why she acted that way with me. Because you were always a risk taker. Some people, when they see other people do things that they always wanted to do and the things that they never did, some people just have hatred with you towards that, you know? And sometimes, people want to just see you fail because they're not doing those things or because they didn't believe in themselves when it came to taking risks. But you did. Sometimes when she tries to hug me, she's like, your hugs feel so empty because I feel a distance with her. She will never understand. I think it's just going to be one of those things where you're just going to have to stop arguing about it, and it's just about proving it to her. I'll tell you something. My family does not talk any smack anymore. Just got to believe in yourself. And I started this when I was 22. So believe me, I had a lot of shit. And I quit my job. I quit my job. And because the universe told me I was going to be fine. And I believed it. I was scared of believing it, but I was like, okay, whatever. I'll quit the job then. And I quit my job. And Tara has always had my back ever since. You guys have had my back ever since. What about my 26-year-old brother? He distances and doesn't say a lot. He just stays in his room. I don't like him, to be honest. He has a nasty, rude disposition. I've called her out on a lot and she apologized about it, but she still has the same ways or patterns, right? Okay. Well, what's with the energy between you and your mother? Well, those are two different questions because, he could feel completely differently about the both of you. So I'm going to go ahead and see, a relationship spread between you and him. Okay. What is your brother's zodiac sign and what is his first name? You would prefer him and her instead of you and him? We can do that. What is his zodiac sign and what is her name again? Or I could just say mom. But your brother's zodiac sign. I do think he feels or he has noticed the distance that he's put with her. As a matter of fact, I do think it kind of makes him emotional. Part of him is trying to excuse himself and tell himself, well, I mean, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm trying to focus on myself. But I mean, that isn't the full story. He's just making excuses. And he does feel a bit emotional about this. Um, He does feel a bit emotional about this, and as a matter of fact, don't be surprised if he will start talking to your mom more. But I do think it's going to be argumentative. So I do see your brother reaching out, or at least trying to talk to her. But then I see fights. I see lots of fights, and don't be surprised. It would also be just your brother just losing his shit with your mom. And I feel like with your mom, it's going to stress her out, but I think she's going to be patient with it because I think just seeing him reaching out or at least trying to engage with her more, I think she's going to kind of see it as a sign of hope. And she's just going to be patient with him, but I do think it's going to be something that will stress her out. Yeah, and I just see your brother just like being argumentative towards her, but the feeling that I got was like mainly due to resentments. Like I just see like he'll try to like I saw like like a scenario where it's like he probably comes up to her to just have like a conversation really quick at the kitchen, right? And I just kind of saw like this thing where like he just all of a sudden just like starts kind of being like rude or abrasive, or kind of giving attitude during the middle of the conversation or making her feel like stupid or something, because she didn't understand something. And just him acting that way. And it's like, okay, like you came to talk to me, like, and now you're talking to me this way. Like, okay, you know, like I see him like he tries, but then all of a sudden, like I just see like pettiness. You get me? And I do see that he feels emotional about it, about not having the relationship that he would want with his own mother. But then I see he doesn't let things go. That's exactly how it happens. Yeah, exactly. So this is probably a pattern, right? All right. So, Kira, what is your next question for me? It just seems like for you, you just haven't let certain things go. It's not that you don't want a relationship with your brother, it's just right now you want space from your brother. You do intend on later reuniting with your brother or kind of working on mending this relationship in the future, but that's not something you want to do right now. Right now, you're more focused on your present and on your future. It almost feels like you just don't even want to deal with family because you just feel like it's so much drama. You're over it. You feel like you've kind of seen who they are for who they really are. And right now, you're more just focused on yourself and the things that make you happy. It seems like this relationship between you two is very broken, but at the same time, it is telling me right here that at one point he did feel abandoned by you or kind of left out in the cold by you, but he's starting to overcome that. He's starting to feel better about that, and he's starting to wonder if maybe you're only doing this out of insecurity. The feeling that I also got with this is that maybe there was something where he said before or he's mentioned before that he's thrown in your face that you just didn't really like. That was the feeling that I got from that with the Empress card in reverse, that there was probably like a moment or a situation, or there could be something that happens later in the future, possibly in January, where he says something maybe about you or about your persona, and it kind of just like triggers you. Or if this is something that happened before, then this is something he thinks about what he said that day. As far as his intentions, though, with the 10 of Cups, I think he wants a happy family. He wants a happy family. So if he's trying, he wants a happy family. And as a matter of fact, with the 9 of Wands, I feel like he can try a little harder, but it seems like he's kind of afraid. It seems, or not afraid, but intimidated. But it seems like for you right now, it's like you're kind of over it, over the drama. It's not that you wouldn't want to work on this, because I mean, at the end, it's family. But I just see you kind of thinking to yourself, like, I don't even want to deal with it right now. Like, you're like, I'm sure as family we'll, reconcile in one way or another in the future. But you're like, but not now. Like, I just see you thinking, like, not now. And that's like you're focused on the things that make you happy right now. And he's more thinking like, you're probably holding on to something maybe that he had said before, or in the future, if he does say something to you in an argument or something that triggers you, it could be something that he'll ponder about what he had said. Does that make sense, Kira? I see that. And that's something he thinks about what he says. He thinks a lot about that day, about what he said, because he knows that it hasn't been the same between you two ever since. I saw it, and it's in his heart. I saw it in the position of his emotions, and I see that in his heart. Well, hugs to you. Virtual hugs to you, okay? The feeling that I got too, it was pretty hard. It was pretty like fucked up. Like, he didn't have to say something like that. So if that's something you wonder, well, that's your confirmation right there. That's what he thinks about. So he knows why you're distant. He knows why you don't care to bother with the relationship between you two. He knows why. He's not oblivious to it. He's not dumb. And that's the reason why, in a way, he kind of just like tiptoes his way around you, and he kind of like tries to start small talk and here and there. Instead of just full blown, just like talking to you like your brother, right? So, yeah. Okay. Any other questions for you, Kira, tonight? Alrighty, so Max, are you still here? Welcome back. All right. Hey, was doing some math before bed. Yes, I heard. I saw. What's up? What's going on? Yes, I saw it go back to $2, probably a little bit less than $2, but I don't see it going back to $1 or under $1. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and choose an oracle card. I'm trying to gauge the best time to buy it again when markets are low. Yes, of course. We're gonna go ahead and pull an oracle card for you from the Sea Melodies by Jessica Lee. All right, so let's go ahead and pull one for you, Patience. The tide will come when it's ready. Awesome. Awesome. I think it's basically just talking about how excited you are, and the results will come when they'll come. You know, you're just excited. I think the cards are just picking up on your excitement. I think you know where this is going to go. I think you're pretty confident in where this is going to go. I think in a way you're just excited. Oddly relevant oracle card, right? Right, exactly. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and read it again. Patience, the tide will come when it's ready. Patient on when to buy. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and use for you the Fountain Tarot. I would say before January 20th. I would do it before January 20th, for sure. I would do it before January 20th. And the cards are telling me the reason why are because you might be tempted to either buy somewhere else or probably just spending your money in, of course, your personal fun endeavors, possibly some more chocolate, some more Ferrero Rochers coming in through Postmates. But from what I saw there is that, like, if you didn't do it before January 20th, I just see like the money going somewhere else, whether that was like investing on somewhere else as far as like stocks or, all that stuff, or just, personal stuff, or both. Okay. Any other questions for you, Max? Like, is it a thing where they're not giving you the full story? Is that what you're suspecting, that they're not giving you the full story? It's been prophesized to me before that right before he passes, she passes away, and he moves up near her. Yeah, that too. And any details you can see about the situation with him going to be with my grandma because of her health. Remember, I did mention that earlier this year. I see you kind of possibly canceling trips because you need to come back or something like that. And I did mention, I think before the year ended last year, that I saw something that, possibly something about your grandmother being hospitalized. So I remember seeing something like that. She was in the hospital on Thanksgiving and Christmas both. Still doing worse and worse. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if the reason why your dad's going to go with your grandmother and your aunt going to Florida too, if the reason is because of your grandma's medical situation or her health situation. Alrighty, so we have right here one card that flew out. We have the Six of Coins. Sorry, got washed out. Then we have the Page of Swords in reverse as your overall theme. And then for your reading, we have the Fountain, Nine of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups, the Magician, the Moon card in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to take that as... Yeah, I do think that it has to do with medical reasons. The challenge is the Moon card in reverse. Yes, it does tell me with the challenge being the Moon card in reverse. I feel like they're not telling you anything. I feel like they're not telling you anything, but I feel like they're not telling a lot of people anything. I feel like they're keeping it to themselves. Yeah. And I almost got the feeling or the idea here where, like, you know, possibly like maybe your dad, or maybe your dad and your aunt and the people of like that generation in your family kind of take this as like, you know, like everyone else, like, you know, younger than them, are, you know, regardless of how old they are, they just can't take it, and it's almost like they're seen as children, kind of like hiding them from the truth, you know, or kind of just censoring them from the truth. And it's like, but it's selfish. It feels selfish for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it feels selfish because I feel like they're hiding it from a lot of people. And I feel like it's one more person that really knows everything. Just one other person. Yeah, and well, it would just be the grandmother. So grandmother, aunt, and your dad. Just those three. Other than that, I don't see anybody else knowing about this information or about what's really going on. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, like I kind of see, like, in a way, it's kind of like treating all of y'all like you guys are young, like children, like you guys are young, and like, you know, you guys like almost like censoring you guys, but in a way it feels selfish and it kind of feels like condescending in a way. It's like, okay, like, you know, like I think we all have a right to know, but in a way it's kind of like to have control. In a way it feels selfish. And that's the challenge. It's to get the real truth about the whole situation. So yeah. So yeah, I do think it's for medical reasons. I do think they're not telling you guys anything, and I don't think they want anybody to know. And it seems like those three, your grandmother, your dad, and your aunt, are the only ones that know right now. I double checked right now to see if anybody else knows the full truth. Nobody else. And I just got this feeling like, you know, like just kind of treating everybody else, like the younger generation of the family, like children, like you guys are children, like let the adults handle this, like in a condescending way, you know. Yes, I got your payment. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and submit your question. But that was the feeling that I got, you know, like yeah, the rest of y'all, you guys are children, let the adults handle it, you know, because we are the adults here, you know, like that was the feeling that I got. It felt very selfish, very condescending. Interesting. As far as splitting with his wife, I do think it's something he contemplates with. It is telling me right here that it's a 50-50 chance that they will, but even if they do split up, he would come back to her. So yeah, he would just come back. So I don't think it would be like a forever thing. But it is something that he contemplates on, and she's even thinking about it too. So I wouldn't be surprised if she also has like 1 foot in, 1 foot out too as well, because I am seeing right here in the 7 of Cups is actually a female. So yeah. But the thing is, talking about things, I feel like for them, the problem is talking about things. So but like I said, even if they did split up, like he would come back. But let's see if he is trying to, if he's like moving up north. If he's gonna move up north. Like, is he in this process of secretly moving up there? Let's see. All right, so 2 cards flew out, the Lovers in reverse and the Knight of Coins in reverse. Wonderful. The card in the bottom of the deck as your overall theme, 4 of Swords. And then let's see what we have for your spread. We have the 8 of Wands, Ace of Coins in reverse, Death in reverse, 6 of Coins, 6 of Cups, 2 of Coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I do think he's secretly trying to move up there for sure. Yeah, he's trying to secretly move up there. I do think so for sure. And yes, your aunt is moving to Florida. Although I don't think she's really like happy about Florida. But yes, I do think he is secretly moving up there. Any other questions for me, Max? Any other questions for me, Taco? All right, one card flew out. 4 of Swords. So we got the card of hospitalization. All right, so we have Queen of Swords in reverse in the bottom of the deck. And then we have, for your reading, Judgment in reverse, Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, and 8 of Wands. Well, I got a definite yes. I got a definite yes. Could be at the hospital or after being hospitalized. The challenge is King of Cups in reverse. The feeling that I got with the King of Cups in reverse is that I just feel like your dad is going to just, the feeling that I got with this is that your dad is going to make the whole situation just worse than it really needs to be. It's like everyone's already going to go to going through a difficult time, but then he's going to be like super extra difficult along with that. It's almost like he's going to make it about him. Any other questions for me, Max? That sounds very fun. Good for you. I've been thinking about getting some melatonins too myself. Alrighty, Max. See you later. Take GABA too. I'll check that out. Hopefully it's vegan because I'm turning vegan over here. All right, I'll see you later. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take off. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Take care. Blessed be. Namaste. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.